the channel. So today we are going to be going to my sister's house. We're going to organize all of her holiday seasonal decor, pretty much anything that she would want to rotate for different seasons. We are going to be organizing. Now, some of the stuff she does have already kind of organized, but we've gotten a lot of new bins that are going to be the same size so that everything is going to stack really nice and just look much cleaner when it is stacked. I already started a little bit, but I'm going to take you along the process of going through it, organizing, decluttering, and just really making it a super functional space so that decorating and changing for the seasons is enjoyable. On our way over, we stopped to get some bevs, and Ackley had fallen asleep in the car, which was the cutest thing ever. So when we got over to my sister's house, we were checking all the stuff we had done. We have all these like larger hangings, some greenery in the background, sticks, twigs, that type of stuff. These big bins, I already started sorting from items under the bed. It was like fall decor, Christmas, large items. On the left here, empty bins we had. And then to the right, we've got like some gift wrap and bins, but we just don't have more of that type. Stuff she needs to go through, and I put breakable items in the back here. That way the kids don't crush them or something while we were working on our project. This closet, and this is probably what I would call the Christmas closet, but also more storage, Christmas, and this stuff's in a bunch of random bins. So I think to get that all in the same type of bins will just store so much better, and then we can use these for other stuff. And then we also have, this bed has like the taller beds. We've got trees and actually quite a bit of room for storage, so I'm hoping we can do some bins there. Everyone, I'm taking some stuff to the garbage. We're doing like a little purge now. As you can tell, it's the next day, but we have quite a bit of stuff we need to just toss and get rid of. So we're gonna try to clean out some stuff and organize it, and it should make it a lot easier. So I had my sister helping me go through some of this stuff so we could make sure I didn't get rid of anything she actually uses all the time. And then while I was kind of taking an inventory of everything, she was telling me how she uses things, her favorite items, and just helping me get a better understanding of what I'd need to do as we started organizing. Okay guys, so now we've got kind of like the craft stuff that's in bins, and then craft stuff we haven't really sorted through, but we know that this is craft. So pretty much if it's craft, we're gonna end up putting it in this bin, because this will probably be a multi-day thing, but at least now all of our craft stuff's in there. We have a spot and we can close the project. So that's the plan there. Then we just moved out the totes, and we're gonna move a little more of this stuff, and then we've got to do Christmas. So this is obviously a very sped up version of me taking everything out of this closet, and as I took it out, I realized we were not going to be putting it back in here because it was ridiculous trying to work around this end table and get these large bins out. So once we got most of the items out into the garage where I was working, I started sorting it by season, type of decor, and taking apart like displays. We had actually been working on a fall project with these pine cones, so I took it all apart and realized we had a massive amount of pine cones, and that might have to be its own category. So sometimes you have an idea in your mind, and then as you get going and collect from different areas in your home, you find out you have way more of certain things. So now I'm just taking these pine cones that we sorted into bags and putting them with the other fall items that we had collected and put in bins. And then after I kind of get a general idea of what seasons we have and how much of each item, then I'm deciding if things need put in different bins, since I didn't have these smaller ones when we started the project. Extra bins for in here, we're gonna lay them out on the bed quick. That way we can sort some of this more loose stuff.
Oh, we're sorting in here.
Well, there's loose stuff in here, so I was like, how am I going to even carry this out inefficiently? So.
I'll look under the bed. Just do a double take.
I feel like it's just the Christmas trees.
Yeah, just don't trust the process.
Christmas PJs, Christmas roll, all the goods.
I really like to get festive for the holidays.
Then I also saw there was like towels and stuff, so maybe just the fabric items.
Robe is fabulous.
It's not like it's
Yeah, that stuff outgrowing
we-
the basket, those could be donated. Those are from other,
no, we're not loving that.
yeah.
This is progress. So this is all of the Christmas stuff. I made it kind of a separate wall in the garage so we could see it. The pine cones ended up in their own smaller bin, and then these are other seasons and some everyday decor. So now we're gonna get started organizing all of this Christmas stuff. She had things mixed together with some breakable, some less breakable, lights in multiple bins, and I just felt like we could do a better job of grouping like items as she's collected a lot more, and also had started buying some things for the new season. So this bin had a lot of lights, trees, and other smaller like tabletop decor, and I ended up making a bin of just lights and then another bin with kind of the tabletop decor, and that evolved as I got through other bins of the Christmas. So depending on how you decorate your home, you may organize a little bit differently. If you always decorate the same table with the same decor, you might put every single thing, lights, trees, little figurines, signs, all the stuff for that specific table in one bin. But since her home is changing and she's been getting a lot of new pieces, that just doesn't work currently. So we're doing more like items so she can keep an inventory of all the things she has and add to her collection, especially considering she's going to style each room a little different every season. So these snowmen have actually been in my mom's house. I decorated with them last year in my house, and then gave them to my sister to see if she wanted to use them for a little bit. Sometimes that stuff's a little sentimental and can be harder to get rid of, so I just ended up making a figurine bin that had kind of the older stuffed snowmen, and then also we added her newer items like this cute little owl and stuff to the same bin. And she can decide this year if she wants to keep it, or next year if she's really not into it, she can always pass it to someone else. If you are sentimental but you don't want to put these decor items out, you could just have one bin that you designate as special items that you want to keep and look at every season but aren't necessarily going to be on display. Continuing on with our organizing, we're moving to this box that had mostly fall things. These are little ghosts. It took me forever to figure out what they were. But I did a bin of pumpkins and like soft goods, and then another bin with pine cones. And the last bin was mostly your hand towels and other random things. A lot of scented, like potpourri type items went in there. And then you'll notice I put candles in another bin, which goes against what I was saying in the beginning. But she kept some of these candles, not because she's burning them, but because she loves to open a bin and it kind of has that fall scent. So we're just putting one in every bin that you would open in fall. I'm gonna call it a day at this. I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough here in a minute of how I ended up organizing all these items. I think we've gotten everything we needed to do done for the day, And we can pick this back up come the season change when we're putting our fall away and getting Christmas out. We have a little bit of bins left. We need to order a couple bins, and I'll point those out as we go. But I think we have room for growth, room for eliminating some things, and also probably some fluctuation as she gets other seasons and just other items. Got like trees, and then this is signs. This is pretty much our florals. This one I'd already had done, kind of like wreaths and stockings and stuff. Then we've got, I made just a full pine cone bin after going through other bins. I found a lot of them. And this is our leftover, what we have left over of fall. So you can see I've got quite a bit done there. Then you come over here and we made this one with our lights. This I'm calling like the figurine one. It's got snowmen, gnomes, found this little flamingo guy, and so anything to do with that, little wooden deer. Over here, this is kind of miscellaneous signs, but also like stars for the tree and tablescape style things. And then this is more greenery, a little bit smaller pieces, and these ones kind of smelled, so I thought if we put them in a separate one, it won't make the other stuff smell. We can put some baking soda boxes in there and take care of that. And then maybe eventually we'll just put that together with the other bigger bin. And over here, we need a big bin for this. This is like a rug, pillows, blankets, so a large bin for that. And a different large bin for this. It's a sleigh and just other cute stuff. I felt like most of that goes together. So if we just get a spring bin, this bin here is like, I'm calling it like a random home. So pretty much home decor that doesn't have a specific season and isn't out right now, but we still like and might use as we get to different areas. And then this one is like Christmas linens and things, so like fun reindeer antlers and the robes and clothes, and then anything you might decorate with blankets, you know, stuff to like put on your tables. I pretty much just put it all in there. So now that we were able to organize everything we had in here with the bins we have, I'm gonna close up these ones. I did need a couple more of the larger bins, but these smaller ones, we had the perfect amount, one left over. And these bins are from Sam's Club, and I love that they are clear and heavy duty, so you can fill them up and stack them really nicely, and they're gonna hold up to what you put in them. And then these larger bins are great because they have a large handle on the side, so when you're carrying the big bin, your fingers aren't getting smashed, and that was amazing. It made them way easier to stack. I hope this gives you a lot of inspiration to finish your next project, and let's check out what we got done.